What's up, y'all? Good morning. What up, though? May 7th, turning turmoil into peace. With the world in such turmoil, I feel I have been blessed to be where I am. Basic text, page 145. Some days it doesn't pay to turn on the news. We hear so many stories about violence and mayhem. When we use, many of us grew accustomed to violence. Through the fog of our addiction, we rarely got too disturbed by the state of the world. When we are clean, however, many of us find we are particularly sensitive to the world around us. As recovering people, what can we do to make it a better place? When we find ourselves disturbed by the turmoil of the world around us, we can find comfort in prayer and meditation. When it seems like everything is turned upside down, our contact with our higher power can be our calm in the midst of any storm. When we are centered on our spiritual path, we can respond to our fears with peace. And by living peacefully ourselves, we can invite a spirit of peace to the earth around us, to enter our world around us. As recovering people, we can affect positive change by doing our best to practice the principles of the program. Just for today, I will enhance the peace in the world by living, speaking, and acting peacefully in my own life. Yeah, I try to do that to the best of my ability, and it's really hard for me sometimes, because I definitely, operate out of fear a lot of days, and I'm used to chaos and madness and drama. Although I have got some time in between that now, and a lot a lot of days I feel like things are chilling out, and I'm getting some peace and serenity in my life. So definitely, when you're used to being when it's get or be gotten, all the time. Uh, you just get used to living like that. The madness and the chaos of prison. Oh my God. I don't even care if you're at a good prison. It is fucking the absolute worst of the worst. Always, it's always some bad shit. And then, running the streets before that is like always some bad shit. Everybody's trying to get high. Everybody's robbing each other. Everybody's sick. It's just fucking endless. You don't know what the fuck you're going to come across every fucking day. So, you definitely grow accustomed to it. And then when if you make it out of that, because a lot of people don't, and a lot of people just don't know there's another way. Like, that's it. That's life. That's all they know. And it's all that they care to know, and man, it definitely takes some time to get used to. It takes time to, just to accept the good things. For me, it's taking time to accept the good things, that go on around me, and not think that, somebody's, taking advantage of me, or, trying to get me, or whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely feel like my days have gotten better, you know what I'm saying? But, it requires like getting up, doing the footwork, and not getting high, man, not putting fucking dope in my body, you know what I'm saying? And just leaving all that shit in the past. And that's really fucking hard for me. So, May 7th, powerlessness and the second step. By admitting our powerlessness, we open our minds to an entirely new idea, the possibility that something greater than ourselves might be powerful enough to relieve our obsession to use drugs. It works. Step 2. Our literature describes how the second step helps us to fill the gap created when we admit our powerlessness in step 1. If we are powerless over our disease, what can we do about it? For many of us, simply seeing there are other addicts like us who have lost the desire to use is enough to open our minds to the possibility that something might be able to help us too, even if we don't know what that something might be. The catch to accepting help from a power greater than ourselves is that we have to stop exerting our own power first, practicing powerlessness over our disease means that we stop trying to manage and control it. So many of us have shared about trying to limit our usage, hiding our stash from ourselves, using only certain substances or on certain days of the week, and many other ways of trying to be clever or tricky enough to outsmart our addiction. If anyone has success with those types of tricks, probably they're probably not an NA member yet. That's that's the way it is with addiction. If we try to overpower our outmaneuver outmaneuver our disease, we're bound to fail. It might not even happen right away, but eventually we find ourselves surrounded by unmanageability, wondering what happened to our well-laid plans rather than exerting great control over ourselves to behave in a highly predictable or consistent manner. We let go of the illusion of control and open ourselves to a power from elsewhere. Unlimited examples of experience, strength, and hope are available to us when we share with other addicts in recovery. Rather than trying to go at it alone, I will rely on a power greater than myself. Most definitely, yeah, I can't do this thing alone, man. I've never been able to outsmart it, and I've tried everything, and I mean everything. But I know that when I pick up and use, like, it's jails and institutions are a blessing. If I make it there, then I'm lucky, and I've been lucky, several times. So, um, you know, I don't think, at all for 1 second that I'll ever be able to outsmart this shit. I don't think I'll ever be able to use successfully. I don't think I'll ever be able to just do this or just do that or whatever, man. I believe that, I have to remain abstinent from all drugs in order to recover, man, in order to live any kind of a normal life, like someone looking in on me on some kind of a normal life. Um, not knowing all the chaos and drama and fucking crazy shit I have done and will do on dope. Um, in order to live any kind of life, man, I have to remain completely abstinent from all that mess. And, I've never been able to outsmart it, man. And I'm telling you, when I start using it, I don't even give a fuck about outsmarting shit. I know what time it is, and it's go time. So, yeah, it's just best to stay away from all that shit for me. But anyway, man, y'all, things are going pretty good. Just trying to figure it out and put one foot in front of the other, and that's really it, man. Sometimes there just ain't a whole lot of shit going on, but I know that where I'm at, I'm not in a bad place, but I definitely want to be in a better place. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to keep getting up and just rolling with the punches, man. And a lot of people, like, well, not a lot of people, but some people that I talk to are just like, they just, I don't know. I don't think that they see, I don't think that they think there's a way out for me or something. And you know what I mean? And it baffles me. But, I've been a felon almost my whole fucking life, right? I caught a felony when I was 18. So it's nothing new to me. And I believe that I can live a good life, a happy life, a comfortable life, as a convicted felon, man. And if I stop believing that, then I'll probably start getting high again and be living in a box, right? So, but I love you guys, man. Don't use no matter what. If you ain't got a sponsor, get a fucking sponsor. I call my sponsor every morning, and I got some other people that I call every fucking day, man. And we make a plan for the fucking day. And typically it's don't use, go to a meeting and call your fucking sponsor. So it's real simple shit, but we complicate the fuck out of it. But man, I love you guys. You guys have a good day.